Hey Virgo, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. Let's do your reading for the first half of October. This will be the 1st to the 15th. I'm going to focus on love and relationships. As you know, these are general reads, so just take the messages that resonate for you, leave the rest behind. And let's get into your reading. What messages need to come through, please, for the sign of Virgo? One more shuffle. Love and relationships for Virgo, please. All right. Virgo. Okay, you're starting off with the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, okay? So someone's definitely excited, or you both are very excited here in this connection that you have right now. As it stands, I feel like someone's coming towards you with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of happiness. The Lovers card, okay? Gemini energy, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Very eager, okay? This person's chasing you, Virgo. They're excited to see you. They want to enjoy a lot. You guys have a connection, okay? The Lovers is a passionate connection here. Someone that makes you feel good. For some of you, this has been a long time coming where you finally feel like you're actually, someone's actually interested in you, and it's hopefully reciprocated. I feel like it is with the Lovers. You've got a lot of things to sort of enjoy. You get excited. This person's pretty easygoing with their feelings towards you. The Ten of Wands, okay? This is what I was saying with, like, finally it feels like you can put the past behind you. You can sort of feel like you have somebody that's attracted to you, and it's not always you trying to find or trying to feel your emotions for somebody else. It's like, wow, somebody's chasing, somebody's coming towards you, somebody is expressing a lot of feelings for you. It's relieving, okay? This feels like a breath of fresh air for you guys, Virgo. It's putting a smile on your face. The Hangman, okay? Now, the Hangman's in reverse. I feel like you're no longer carrying around. This is in reverse. I feel like you're no longer carrying around any old partnerships. Maybe you were hanging on to someone from the past, feeling like you could never move on to a new person, feeling stuck in a situation, like things weren't changing. And you finally sort of told yourself, I think you guys may, Virgos can think a lot about things. You guys told yourself, I'm finally letting go. I'm finally ready to move on. I'm finally gonna drop this person or this past and embrace new things, new people, new emotions, new partnerships. So you've welcomed that in. You've allowed the past to shed off and not be hung up on this past person any longer. Or maybe just hung up on love, okay? Hung Up. That's that song, Hung Up, by Madonna. Hung up on you. Waiting for their call, waiting for your call. It's like you were hung up on somebody. The Moon card, this is the emotions. Could have been a Pisces you were hung up on, Virgo. Not sure when you could let your feelings go from this. Not knowing how you... trusting in your intuition with this card, okay? Things that you now feel comfortable. Intuitively, you knew it wasn't good to be hung up on somebody from the past. Intuitively, I feel like this caused a lot of angst, a lot of anxiety, a lot of, again, it was just like you try to move on and somehow you bring this person back in, like you can't unlatch. You can listen to that song, Hung Up, because it talks about that. Waiting for your call night and day, baby, night and day. You're not waiting around anymore. See, the Chariot, yeah, you're not waiting around anymore. You're no longer hung up on this person. You're moving onward with your life. You're feeling more confident. You're feeling more secure about where you need to now be, okay? I'm tired of waiting on you. This is what you're doing. You're not waiting around. You're tired of that. You're moving forward. You've got new prospects in your life, Virgo. You've got new love, people coming towards you, okay? And I think that somewhere along this being stuck on somebody, carrying this around, you were giving off a vibe that you weren't available. Okay, your energy could have been like unapproachable, or you weren't focused. You were maybe oblivious to these people coming towards you because you were consumed or thinking about this other person, this past person, or someone else. And it's like you're moving forward here. Some of you may have decided to go take a trip as well. The Chariot talks about travel, movement. Some of you are... The thing here with the Chariot is that you have to be determined, Virgo. You have to stay focused, because this person that you were hung up on is... they pull you. Somehow you get distracted, or your thoughts go back to them. You might just be driving around your car and you're like, you know, this person pops into your headspace and you're like, I thought I was over them. Or why do I keep feeling so hung up? Why do I wait around thinking that they're going to come around again? Why am I... It's like, but I think that you're at this place right now. Obviously, you also had that connection with this Lover's card. It could have been a Gemini or an Aries. I feel you've got Cancer now as well. But I feel like you obviously had like a very strong connection or very passionate. So maybe there's some kind of physical lust or physical connection that's like you miss that. You yearn for that person. But really, it seems like they never deliver, or they're not really there. But somehow you have had a difficult time unlatching yourself, which you've now changed, okay? You're no longer feeling stuck. I think that you're on your way. Because this new person has been approaching you, you're feeling like the Nine of Cups. You're feeling that time. It's time to celebrate. You've sort of thought about, you've hung up. I'm going to keep saying this for some reason. You kept hanging on to this person. You kept thinking there might have been something there. You kept, letting it fester in a way. And it's like, it's time to celebrate new beginnings. All right, let's see what else we got for Virgo. So your emotions are feeling stabilized here. The Moon with the Chariot. Your emotions are moving on moving beyond this past feeling, okay? You're not waiting around anymore, as I was saying. Two of Wands, okay? You're in that there's a new path here. You've made the decision. You've made a decision to go forward with a new person that's come into your life. Or maybe waiting for that new person to come in for some of you. There's definitely an attraction here. There's definitely an exciting time. There's somebody that's coming in with the emotions. You're like turning the corner, going off in another direction. Putting that Chariot into the Two of Wands. Taking that leap forward. Three of Pentacles. So this is something that you've worked on here, Virgo. This is something as well with this new person that you realize that you're gonna put your efforts into them. You're gonna give them your attention. You're going to make an effort, not only for that person, but for yourself. I think it's like, I'm gonna work on myself, and I'm gonna put my efforts and my energy, and I'm gonna allow myself to move forward. You don't want to be sitting in the hangman situation for, too long. You want to be able to process that, feel it out, and work towards something else in your life. because you deserve this, Virgo. It's a self-deserving. It's like you're worth putting in a little bit of effort and focus and not getting distracted by somebody who's never going to be available to you. And it takes work not only to move on sometimes from somebody, but it takes work to invite people into your life, to bring in this. But I don't feel, at the same time, I don't feel like this person it doesn't feel like work, so to speak. It feels exciting, it's fun, it's enjoyable. There's a lot of connection, there's a lot of like laughter and love. So as time goes on, you may realize that relationships, this might take some work, but right now this person doesn't feel like work, whereas this other person that you were hung up on, it's a lot of work to be hung up on somebody, because you're holding your energy, you're holding space for this person that's not available. Or maybe gives you a false hope of availability. Page of Pentacles. Why the Page of Pentacles? The Empress. Even if this person were to come back to you, Virgo, I think you're at that place where it's like, had it have been, a certain amount of time back, you would have got pulled in. You're very serious about the direction that you want to go to, and it's really you're working on self-love, you're working on improving yourself, and like not allowing yourself to be pulled in to a situation that's sort of like, let bygones be bygones, okay? You want to create the new. You've moved on in your life. You're in a new place with yourself and with a new connection. Being stuck on somebody else is preventing you from doing your work that you need to do within yourself, because your head space and your heart space are always like thinking of this person and attached to them. Give me a little bit more, please, on the the Empress. Give me a little bit more. Tell me more about Empress. You want to love elsewhere. The Hierophant. Could be a Taurus. It's that trusting your faith in being loved by somebody else, and being able to love, first of all, yourself, but love others, and being loved by somebody else. It's having faith that other people want to embrace you, Virgo. Other people want to share their emotions and fun and love with you. You may have, some of you are doing work on yourself. Some of you may not have felt lovable, which is why it's like, because maybe this person from the past never gave you the time of day. It went from this lovers, it went from a passionate connection to like being hung up on them, because for whatever reason they kept you hanging, they left you waiting around. And it's like, it may have made you feel unlovable, because it went from like full throttle to the screeching brakes. And so you now have been, you're working towards moving forward, taking that initiative, trusting in the outcome, having faith in other people that you could have been pushing or resisting, whether you were conscious or not of this, avoiding, pushing away others that wanted to come into your life. And it's like, timing is everything. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. You had to resolve this past person. But you're very lovable, Virgo. Nine of Swords. This is that energy. Waiting for your call night and day, hung up, worrying all night, waiting around for this person, losing sleep, stressing out. You're putting that energy towards yourself. You're trusting that, I think you're realizing, I don't know whether it's trust or faith, spirituality, you're realizing that that's not worth your time anymore. You've got other things to spend time on, and you're gonna sort of miss out on self-growth. You're going to miss out on the opportunities in feeling good with somebody else. There's no point in worrying, waiting around, stressing, thinking about a person if there's no love at the end of that. If they don't provide love, or you can't love them because they're not available, doesn't that just become a waste of energy, time, sleep, thoughts, missing out on other opportunities? The Strength card. Okay, this is that ability to move forward, facing your strengths. It's kind of like getting out of that animal, and this sounds weird, but getting into your higher self, Virgo. Okay, you've got the Strength card with the Empress. See how she's beside this lion? It's like not using that animal instinct of ours to like chase, to react to our feelings, to stay up all night thinking. We're reacting to our emotions instead of coming from a higher place, instead of coming from a higher level of consciousness and being a little bit more in mastery of your feelings, of your emotions, looking at the situation and being having that mastery of yourself, of your feelings, of your emotions. It's that strength that you needed to get through the past. But again, it's that primal instinct that we just want someone, or we're weak. We can't spiritually connect. We can't stay strong through a situation, through our beliefs, through our meditation, through our spirituality, through what we're self-worth. Rather, we get into that animalistic state of mind and sort of lose control or lose mastery of our ability to keep our emotions in check, because we get fearful. We get fearful that we're not lovable, or that we can't move on from somebody, or that it's that fear. It really comes down to fear and lack. So this is about facing your fears, being strong through things, standing your ground, standing your self-worth. And what's really interesting is that all three of these cards, okay, are all like galaxy universal stars. It's all like the universe and your spiritual connection versus the physical plane of the animalistic, the primal brain that we walk around wanting, fearing, that thing. It's about the higher self with your Empress and your Hierophant, stepping into a position where you're able to face the differences or face rejection or whatever that is without coming from a fearful or a lacking place where it's like waiting around and like wasting your energy. You need like a stronger connection here, Virgo, with someone, which I feel like is coming towards you. You've met someone. It's what's meant to be for you is effortless. It doesn't require a ton of effort and energy and work. You see the Three of Pentacles? It doesn't require a lot of work. It's enjoyable. You don't have to wait around till 2:30 in the morning for this person, wondering why didn't they call me back when they said they would. And then we get all fearful. We think the worst. We find excuses. People make up the craziest excuses. Like, why didn't you call me? I thought you were dead. I thought you were in an accident. It's like, no, that's just an excuse to make that person come towards you. Waiting around for somebody. It's like, you've got this, Virgo, with a new beginning. So stay focused. Don't let your primal brain of action get the best of you. Six of Cups, okay? Moving on from that past situation. The Six of Cups is about the past. You could have a lot of fond memories. You could have that nostalgia. You could be seeing reminders of this person. That's why you got distracted. Like I said, you could just have been driving in your car, doing your thing, and all of a sudden you see their name on a sign, or you see them sitting at a patio or something. It's like it gets injected into your brain and you start thinking of them again. And you sort of repeat the old past. You repeat the nostalgia that lovers. You repeat that passion connection. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck for you guys, okay? So it is time to close the door, I think, on that, because you've got something new. You've got love coming towards you. There's a lot to celebrate for. You've left this door open for this person long enough. You kept the little light, like I said, it's that waiting up all night, okay? They say they're not home, but their lights are on. You got to listen to that song because it's just a top 40 song, but it's talking about this. So the bottom of that card, the bottom of the deck is like, you need to close the door on this person, but for some reason you don't. For some reason you give them a little crack of light, waiting for them to sort of show up, letting them know you're home by leaving your lights on. All right, Virgo, let's get into an Archangel Raphael healing card. That is your reading. 2149. Let's see what we get here for you guys. Archangel Raphael, please give us a message for Virgo. Wow, I just did Taurus and they had the exact same one. Totally off topic. Organic foods. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. That's interesting. Taurus, you could be dealing with a Taurus because you got the Hierophant. Maybe that's something you guys want to start consuming more of, more healthier lifestyle, more organic products, whole foods. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading, Virgo. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I want to wish you guys a great day. Take care.